Was good. Check it out. I just made this. Actually, I poured this a while ago. This is going to be a new ledge, finger skateboarding ledge. This is the stuff I've been making lately. I poured this last year, but then before I could finish it up, I dropped it. And then I got all chipped up on the edges. So I just fixed it. That's what I did, actually. You can see the aftermath right here. Here's another one that I made. I'm gonna set these aside. This is the one I've been skating. Finger skating. So actually, this is what it was supposed to be. And this is actually a pencil holder. School supply style pencil holder. Filled it with the cement. Actually, I use Rockite. It's filler cement, but it's fine, super fine, and it expands. And it's kind of harder. It's kind of harder than cement. That's what it says on the packaging. But yeah, I've been making a bunch of these different finger skate obstacles, doing some practice, doing ratios, formulas. That's the type of stuff I'd be nerding out on. I'm gonna do a whole video on some of these, and I might actually do a video on pouring these and where I get molds. This is another pencil holder type thing for a tabletop organization style. Then we got long ones too. We got long ones. And then if you don't pour them all the way to the top, that you can get little different heights. You feel me? So I taped off the edges, find a straight line around it, and I scored it up with a chisel. So scored it with a chisel all the way around. Put the chisel on there, and use the mallet, the hammer right here, and I bopped it. That's what I did. I did a bop it style. And then these chunks fell off. You can see that's where the chunk fell off. We'll get some shots of this later. I'll get some shots of all the pieces because I'm cleaning up right now. I didn't get any shots of the process because I was actually just problem solving as I went along. I didn't want to have to deal with using cameras and stuff, you feel me? I should have recorded it though. It's pretty tight. We'll do it next time. Next time I gotta rescue some of these pieces, I'll show you. Cracked off the edges on the ends right here. Then I hit it with the sandpaper on a flat surface and went, yeah, that's what you gotta do. Since I mixed paint with the Rockite is normally this color. This is unadulterated. This is super dense, super heavy. Even though this one is taller and bigger than this one is lighter than this one. This one's more heavy and more dense. I can just feel it just by touching it. You can feel it by... That's a nice sound, actually. So if you add paint to cement, if you add paint to plaster, if you add paint to Rockite, finer cement, not the big chunky kind, but like the finer kind, you put too much paint in it, you basically turn it into, you're making chalk. This is basically chalk right here. A little bit more dense than chalk, but this is essentially chalk. This is pretty light. I can feel it. And then when I was sanding it down on the flat surface, this was just, here actually I got a skateboard, rough sanding surface right here. But you gotta watch out because it's got concave and contours, you know what I'm saying? But if you just need to sand something down a little bit, you need to get some surface all roughed up, old skateboard, there you go. Yeah, so I chiseled it off, now I got all these pieces. So I'm cleaning up right now. Use a bit of chisel, use the chisel out here. Embarklife sculptor out here. I'm a sculptor, I'm a mason. Popping out with the stone. I hit it with the Ultra Cover Premium Latex paint right here. The Rusto Gloss Clear. Seals, protects, and revitalizes. There you go. Fast drying, non-yellowing, UV resistant. Gloopy. Hit it with the brush. One of my favorite brushes. Hit it with the brush. Actually, the first coat on this one and the coats on these ones were spray style, but then now I've been getting into the brushes because I've been doing a lot of brush practice. I've been practicing my brush strokes. That's what I've been doing. Check it out. This is the stuff I've been practicing my brush strokes. Getting back into painting, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of my stuff is computer drawing, but a lot of the people in my regular life, you see my videos and you know I stay doing things by hand. I be drawing it by hand. I'll whip it up. Do letters right here. Practicing my brush strokes. You want to practice brush strokes, you should practice letter forms. If you want to learn brush control, letter forms, because it's got to look like letters. You know what I'm saying? Then you gotta match size. You gotta match width. You gotta match spacing, proportions. Gotta think about proportions. And then you gotta make the brush do it. You know what I'm saying? You got wrist, and you got elbow, and you got shoulder. You know what I'm saying? It's an activity, bro. Painting, activity. Yeah, hit it with the Rusto. A little bit coat, a little bit dry, then a little bit coat, a little bit dry. Do it like three, 4 times. If I want it a little bit more heavier, I can go heavier too. 3 times, 4 times, pretty good. It's pretty chill. That's how you get it to a little gloss shine. It's a little shiny. It's kind of shiny. You can see it shine. Boom, the shine. I'll be making some of these pieces. This is ties with my favorite ones. This is the butter dish, the cover, but I turned it into a butter bump right here, butter lump. That's what I did. But yeah, I be pouring a bunch of different colors, mixing it with the paint. That's where pieces like this come from. Also, yeah, I put the little feet on the bottom. Got the little foam grip. Chopped off the ends, so I had to put some more feet up on here. So it's not too long, but it's also not too short. You feel me? It's like Baby Bear. It's just right. So now it's dry. It's all dry. I was waiting for it to dry a little bit. We'll get some clips if it don't take so long, because I'm not even that good. I'm casting these. So maybe I'll do a video on the next molds that I'm trying to make. I do it the old school style. Got the cardboard, got the plastic. You just build it up. You know what I'm saying? Start simple. And then make them complex. I'm trying to do more complex ones. The next thing I'm trying to do is work my way up to making a bowl. You know what I'm saying? I got part of a bowl right here. This is like my last thing that I made. That was last year. I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna make a bowl. Maybe a pool. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Embarklife finger skate park right up in here. This is what we're gonna do. That bag blunt? What? Oh, what? Did it again? We'll get some shots of this, but the bottom of this particular pencil case that I use as a mold, it's got like a diamond texture up in here. It makes a zzz grind sound. It's hella tight. You ever skate diamond coping? And it sounds like a big zipper when you grind over it. That's what it sounds like. That's what it feels like. It's hella tight. Super satisfying. Got a board. Got a finger skateboard right here, but listen to this. It like glides. It glides over. It's hella tight. We'll have to work on that one. Let's see a back tail. Ooh. That was kind of chill. I'm cleaning up because I'm trying to arrange some of the space a little bit better for some of the next projects that I'm doing. That's what I'm going to say. I'm always thinking ahead and not even finishing what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to finish what I'm doing right now. So I'm tripping. Back Smithers, that's crazy. All right, for sure. I'll see you next time. Even Steven again. The 5-gallon, $30 here, even regular at $6 here. It's hella skee ball tickets.